In what could complicate matters for county governments who are pushing for an allocation of 335 billion shillings, the cabinet has announced new measures aimed at realigning its budget and prioritizing expenditure. State corporations and semi-autonomous agencies have been directed to only spend an amount equivalent to 1/4 of last year's approved recurrent budget. In a statement by the head of Public Service, Joseph Kinyua, Cabinet has also put a freeze on development expenditures unless the expenditure is an ongoing project and specifically approved in writing by National Treasury. The government also plans to audit individual state corporation and semi-autonomous bodies' budgets and has ordered them to submit information to the Director General Public Investments and Portfolio Management, National Treasury, by Wednesday next week. The new measures, according to Kenya, are aimed at rationalizing and realigning the 2019-2020 budget. At the same time, Deputy President William Ruto has called for dialogue to end the stalemate between the National Assembly and the Senate over the Division of Revenue Bill, which has seen counties lack sufficient funds to operate.
Vile Rais alisema jana, nataka niwaulize governors na senators na wabunge tuketi chini pamoja na tutafute suluhu hiyo, kwa sababu ni ya muhimu ndio tuweze kutekeleza wajibu wetu wa kuwahudumia wa Kenya.
Ruto is calling for a ceasefire in Parliament barely a day after the president warned governors and senators the government doesn't have additional funds to finance the 335 billion shillings demanded by counties.
We support the Senate. This is a work of the Senate and National Assembly, but county assemblies are of the same view as the Senate and Council of Governors to ensure that counties, not only for this year, but for years to come, are not starved of resources.
And now we are fighting over 310 billion and 335. We are going to let our people to be very clear in their minds what we need and what is the justice for us. And if you have to go to court, if we shall have to mobilize this country, we have the strongest voice in this country as assemblies, and we shall ensure that the money that is supposed to go to the grassroots goes to the grassroots.
Separately, Jubilee Party Secretary General Raphael Tuju has dismissed calls for a general meeting for the party, saying the current divergent opinions on national matters are not strong enough to warrant such a meeting.
The party has mechanisms of evaluating what kind of meetings we should have, when we should have those meetings. And it is also important that we don't want to have meetings just because certain individuals are spoiling for a fight.
While asserting that there is no cause for alarm in the party, Tuju also rubbished calls for his resignation, saying he has been faithful to his mandate in the party.
If you sneak on me when I'm in the bathroom and you hear me say something and you manipulate it in the media to mean something else, I have no appetite to engage in that kind of discussion.